Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining me, all 22 of you, for the very first vlog or blog or podcast. Not quite sure what to call it, but that's irrelevant actually. Once a week, I'm going to be looking at deserving South African people or departments or organizations who are to be awarded at the end of the vlog or blog or podcast Cupcake of the Week. So, without further ado, let's get started. The very first nomination is to a lady called Karen Burger. Now, we need to take a few steps back. Recently, 44 prominent South Africans, Afrikaans speaking, drew up a statement and sent a statement to the President of the United States. The title of the statement was Not in Our Name. Prominent South Africans said they don't agree with AfriForum, except people going to United States and saying things about the Afrikaners, about minorities in South Africa being persecuted. Now, either way, both parties have got a right to their opinion, and they have a right to express their opinion. But like so many things in life, there's always a but. It turns out Karen Burger put the statement together, and Rapport newspaper published allegedly a WhatsApp from Karen Burger to these prominent South Africans, saying that she's put together this statement and she wants them to look at it and sign it. Now, Karen Burger just happens to be a government official working for DIRCO, Department of International Relations, etc. And somehow, in my mind, by the way, she was working in Washington, D.C. until December last year. I'm of the opinion that as a government official, you don't get involved in such matters. It's highly political, and as a government official, she should be neutral. So, her first nomination is for Karen. But what just occurred to me, it should be 45 prominent South Africans. Shouldn't our Shalisi also be there? Shalisi Theron, who said only 44 people speak Afrikaans. She speaks Afrikaans. So if these 44, it must be then plus one, it's 45. So sorry, made a mistake, 45 prominent South Africans. However, the nomination still goes to Karen Burger, who now said, no, she didn't do the statement. It came from somebody else. It was put together by a lot of people. No, in your WhatsApp, Karen, you state, I put together this statement. So, first nomination for Cupcake, Karen Burger. Yay! Okay, let's go to the second one. And no, I've not been smoking the green stuff. I want to nominate the potholes of Johannesburg. It's now emerged in the Madlanga Commission or whatever investigation that on the 14th of March, allegedly, Mr. Kat Matlala was driving in Johannesburg. The police were following him in order to arrest him, but he was driving at such a speed that the police thought, nah, we're not going to make this arrest tonight. And what happened? Mr. Matlala, in his vehicle, struck a pothole and police were able to arrest him. Now, I'm not going to go into the whole Kat Matlala. We all know of him and hope that at some point he's going to face the music. But yes, second nominations, Potholes of Johannesburg. Go for it. Third nomination is to Mr. Collins Letsoalo. He is at the moment the suspended, yes, he's also on special leave for which we pay, taxpayers. He is the suspended CEO of the Road Accident Fund. Now, the Road Accident Fund, the whole story comes over many years as well, 2-3 years, where this is ongoing saga of is there corruption, isn't there corruption, what's happening. It turns out that the Road Accident Fund is 23 billion in the red. That's for a company or an institution that gets every month from SARS 4 billion to pay deserving South Africans who've been in accidents and who need compensation for medical bills, etc. The 4 billion in 1 year, 48 million plus 23, that gives us to over 70 billion rand in 1 year. What in heaven's name were they spending on it? Because there are cases outstanding for 5 to 8 years. People that have been waiting for their money for 5 to 8 don't understand it. And then Mr. Collins Letswalo tells us, no, we can't use the same auditing system that they use for other departments. There needs to be a special auditing for the road accident fund. Why? So to hide the 23 million in the red, of which, by the way, 4 million was spent on a year-end function. People that have been in accidents waiting for money, but we spend 4 million on a year-end function. Can't make this up. Only in Mzansi. Okay, as this is the first one, only 3 nominations. Now, who's it going to be? Drum roll. Ching. And if you know how to put sound to that, comments below, please. I think, as it's the first one, it has to go to the potholes of Johannesburg. If nothing else, we can laugh at ourselves. So, cupcake of the week, potholes in Johannesburg. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe and click the like button, and I'll see you in the next week. Goodbye.